Emma stared at the message on her phone. Unknown number. Stay away from Sophia Bennett. Her heart started racing. Across the table, Sophia sat quietly, completely unaware. Emma quickly locked her phone and lowered it, but Sophia noticed. Is something wrong? Emma forced a smile. No, just a spam message. Sophia studied her face for a moment. She didn't believe her, but she didn't push. Instead, Sophia slowly stood from the table. It's getting late. A few minutes later, Emma stepped outside the cafe. Cold rain immediately soaked through her blouse. She searched her bag, then froze. No umbrella. Emma looked up at the pouring sky. Great. Suddenly, the rain above her stopped. Emma looked up. A black umbrella was covering her. Sophia stood beside her. You'll get sick. For a moment, neither of them moved. The umbrella was too small. They were standing too close. Emma could smell Sophia's perfume. She could feel the warmth of her beside her. And her heart started beating faster. Then headlights cut through the rain. A black luxury car pulled up beside them. Sophia looked away first. I'll take you home. Emma hesitated. Getting into Sophia Bennett's car should have felt dangerous. But somehow, standing beside her felt safer than being alone. After a moment, Emma nodded. Okay. Inside the car, rain streaked down the windows. Neither of them spoke. The silence felt heavy. Then Sophia turned toward her. Do you always trust strangers? Emma looked at her. Then for the first time that night, she smiled. Do you always ask employees to marry you? For a second, Sophia only stared at her. Then she laughed. Not the sad laugh from the cafe. A real one. Small, warm, genuine. Only the interesting ones. Emma froze. Because suddenly, Sophia didn't look like an untouchable CEO. She just looked beautiful. The rest of the ride felt different. The awkwardness was gone. For the first time, they were simply talking. Not as boss and employee, not as strangers. Just two women in the back of a car on a rainy night. Emma smiled without realizing it. Sophia noticed. There it is. Emma blinked. What? Sophia's eyes softened. Your smile. Emma's heart skipped. Nobody had ever said something like that to her before. Especially not Sophia Bennett. The car finally slowed to a stop. The driver spoke from the front seat. We've arrived, Miss Carter. Emma almost felt disappointed, and that scared her more than anything. She stepped out into the rain. Before closing the door, she turned back. Sophia was still sitting inside, watching her. For a moment, neither of them said goodbye. Then Sophia spoke softly. Good night, Emma. Emma's breath caught. It was the first time Sophia had said her name like that. Not coldly, not professionally, softly. Emma smiled. Good night, Sophia. For a second, Sophia looked surprised. Not because of the goodbye, because Emma had called her Sophia. Not Miss Bennett, not boss, just Sophia. Emma closed the car door. The car didn't move right away. Through the rain-covered window, Sophia looked at her. Then she smiled. A small smile. Just for Emma. Finally, the car drove away. Emma stood there watching the red taillights disappear into the rain. The warning message should have been the only thing on her mind. But somehow, all she could think about was Sophia's smile. The next morning, Emma walked into Bennett Corporation. She told herself to focus, work first, feelings later. But the moment the executive elevator opened, everything stopped. Sophia Bennett stepped out. Elegant, powerful, perfect as always. Their eyes met across the crowded lobby, and for a moment, everyone else disappeared. Sophia looked at her. Emma. Emma's heart jumped. Then Sophia walked past her. Emma thought that was the end of it, but Sophia stopped. Without turning around, she said, "My office. 10 minutes." The entire lobby heard it. Employees stared. Some whispered. Emma stood frozen. 10 minutes later, she stood outside Sophia's office. Her heart was beating so loudly, she was sure everyone could hear it. She raised her hand and knocked. From inside, Sophia's voice answered, "Come in." Emma slowly opened the door. The office was even bigger than she imagined. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooked the entire city. A massive desk stood in the center, but Sophia wasn't behind it. She was standing by the window, looking out at the skyline. For the first time, Emma wasn't looking at Sophia Bennett, the CEO. She was looking at Sophia. Sophia turned around. Morning sunlight touched her face. She looked almost relieved. "You came." Emma tried to stay calm. "You told me to." Sophia's lips curved slightly. "You could have said no." Emma opened her mouth, then closed it again. Because Sophia was right. She could have said no. She could have ignored the invitation, ignored the office, ignored Sophia. But she didn't. And somehow, they both knew it. Sophia slowly walked closer. One step, then another. Emma's heartbeat became impossible to ignore. Sophia was slightly taller, so when she stopped in front of Emma, she leaned down just a little. They were almost face to face, too close, too quiet, too personal. Sophia's blue eyes stayed on hers. Then she asked softly, "Have you thought about my proposal?" Emma could barely think. The city glowed behind them. The office felt too small. And the truth was, she'd thought about it all night. About the rain, the car ride, Sophia's laugh, Sophia's smile. Emma looked up at her. A small smile touched her lips. Maybe. For the first time since Emma walked into her office, Sophia Bennett looked genuinely happy,